London. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak on Monday fended off tough questions about his judgment during the COVID-19 pandemic, while also facing a revolt from uneasy MPs over the immigration policy he signed. The dual pressures are contributing to one of the toughest weeks of Sunak's 13-month tenure. With both his current authority and his track record at stake, the legislation, which aims save Sunak's blocked plan to send asylum seekers Rwanda, faces a vote in the House of Commons on Tuesday, as disparate groups of Conservative MPs gathered Parliament to find loopholes in the bill. Sunak was undergoing a six-hour grilling which he refused to take public health risks during the UK outbreak investigation. Sunak was Prime Minister Boris Johnson's Treasury chief when the pandemic began and backed a discount initiative encouraging people to return to restaurants in August 2020 after months of lockdown. The government's scientific advisors told the judicial inquiry they were not informed in advance about the Eat Out to Help Out scheme, which scientists link to a rise in infections. In a message to colleagues at the time, a senior government science advisor referred to Sunak as Dr. Death. Sunak denied there was a conflict between public health and economy in tackling the pandemic, which authorities say has killed more than 230,000 people in UK. He said he sees his role as ensuring Prime Minister has the best possible advice, information and analysis on economic impact of potential measures. He emphasized that Johnson, as Prime Minister at the time, was the ultimate and sole decision-maker. At last week's inquiry, Johnson rejected suggestions that he wanted to allow the virus to spread through society. Sunak denied receiving a warning from the government's scientific advisors in late June 2020 about the risks of opening society. He defended decision not consult scientists on the Eating Out to Help Out scheme and said government had taken a collective decision reopen indoor accommodation. He said the policy had helped save the livelihoods of low-wage bar and restaurant workers. Sunak began his statement by apologizing to everyone who has suffered during the pandemic and said, "It was important to learn lessons so we can be better prepared for the future." However, their evidence did not include WhatsApp messages from that time. Sunak claimed it was lost during several phone changes since then. Johnson also failed to produce messages for several key months of 2020. He said that these messages were on an old phone to which he had forgotten the password and that technology experts could not retrieve these messages. Naomi Fulop, of the COVID-19 Bereaved Families for Justice Pressure Group, said Sunak's evidence showed he was a danger to public health. Repeatedly today Sunak claimed he can't remember key moments from his time as Chancellor. "That's what the public is doing," Fulop said. Meanwhile, Sunak is fighting Save the Rwanda plan.